Welcome back to the news. Well, a small child who faces the bitter responsibility of life sets an example to those adults who take life easy. Shashika Nisansala Bandar of Dambula is one such example. This small house where Shashika lives is situated in the Veeragolayai area in Digampatha, Dambula, a place that constantly faces wild elephant threats. Shashika is a grade 1 student of the Digampatha Junior College. Little Shashika, who enjoyed his childhood just like any other child of his age, was suddenly burdened with many responsibilities following the accident of his father.
One night, elephants came to my chaina at around 12. When I was getting down from the tree house, I fell. Following that, my spinal cord was damaged. Now, I am an invalid. It is my parents who take care of me, and it is my son who looks after me.
Unfortunately, Shashika lost his mother's love as well as she left Shashika's father and him. Shashika's father, who didn't have the physical strength to look after his little son, was faced with many problems thereafter. When life brought only unpleasant experiences, little Shashika took over the responsibility of looking after his paralyzed father onto his shoulders.
First, he inquires into whether the father ate or not. Then only he eats his meals. He bathes his father, applies soap and then wipes his body. Thereafter, he helps him to come into the house and keeps him on the bed. I am positive that my little grandson will take care of my son when I am gone.
These grandparents do their utmost to provide a good education to Shashika, who is dedicated to take care of his father, their son. Isn't it possible that little Shashika might be thinking about his father, though he is doing his studies?
If someone can provide a means where this child could continue his studies without an interruption, it would be of great service.
According to neighbours, Shashika never forgets to inquire into father's needs as soon as he returns from school. This is what the father had to say about his son.
My son is a great source of strength to me.
Doesn't little Shashika set an invaluable example to the present society where such human values are slowly deteriorating? Also on the news, the State of the World's Children Report 2012 under the theme Children in an Urban World was launched yesterday. The report has been compiled by UNICEF.
The report was launched at the Presidential Secretariat under the auspices of President Secretary Lalit Wiratunga. UNICEF Sri Lanka representative Riza Hosseini officially handed over the report to Senior Minister for International Monetary Cooperation Dr. Sarath Amunukama.
Urbanization brings with it unexpected economic and social pressures, especially on low-income families living in meager conditions. Such situations can violate all norms of what should be the carefree upbringing of a child. Children are a very high priority on the Sri Lankan government's agenda. Sri Lanka can be proud of many achievements towards the development of children. There have been significant successes in reducing child mortality rate over the last 2 decades. Its current levels of infant and child mortality rates in fact compare well with countries considerably wealthier than Sri Lanka.
Up next is Look at Action TV.
On the 19th of February, Action TV first revealed to the country that the Mayor of Colombo had taken steps to temporarily suspend the activities of the Colombo Municipal Council Flying Squad. Following this revelation, the Municipal Commissioner of Colombo wrote a letter to Action TV asking us to correct a mistake which they say occurred during our initial revelation. When considering this letter, which was issued by the Municipal Commissioner, it can be seen that the Commissioner only had an issue with one fact revealed by Action TV and not the complete report. However, this fact, which the Municipal Commissioner highlights as a mistake, was revealed by Action TV based on facts. Action TV pointed out that the flying squad of the CMC was temporarily suspended by the mayor in a backdrop where they had carried out many investigations successfully in the recent past. Through our revelation, we highlighted a case involving the fraudulent repairs made to a bulldozer belonging to the CMC, which cost the municipal council a sum of over 2.4 million rupees, as one such instance where the CMC flying squad completed their activities in a successful manner. By citing the investigation report of the flying squad on the above-mentioned case, Action TV was able to reveal that the Colombo Municipal Council suffered a great loss as a result of this fraudulent repair. This investigation report was handed over to the Municipal Commissioner in December last year. The report contains a list of officials, including 2 engineers attached to the CMC who were involved in this fraudulent activity. In such a backdrop, the Municipal Commissioner requested that we correct our report, highlighting that they have not yet ascertained the true culprits behind the above-mentioned fraud. The Municipal Commissioner made such a statement even though the flying squad had mentioned the culprits involved in the fraud through their report. The flying squad report also provided the Commissioner with 6 recommendations and requested her to take action at institutional level as well as call for a police investigation under the Public Properties Act. The letter issued by the Municipal Commissioner noted that the Internal Audit Department of the CMC is conducting investigations into this case. However, this is similar to asking a fox to guard a chicken coop, as it is an official attached to the Internal Audit Department who had approved the payment of over 2.4 million rupees on the 5th of October last year, citing that the repairs on the bulldozer have been completed. However, the bulldozer still remains in pieces within a workshop belonging to the CMC. Shouldn't the Municipal Commissioner of the CMC, who acted in a keen manner to rectify media reports on the issue, apply the same keenness to fulfilling her duties?
Also in local news, UNP parliamentarian Sujiva Senasinghe met people living in the Slave Island area this morning.
UNP parliamentarian Sujiva Senasinghe visited Slave Island today following information came to light that the Urban Development Authority has issued letters demanding people living down the railway lane in Slave Island to vacate their houses. A beautification of the Colombo city is taking place. It is not correct to deny that. However, Colombo cannot be beautified by chasing you to the streets. Even the country cannot be beautified in this manner. Even I will not like the idea if I was being removed from my residence in Colombo 3. I will not do so. A post of Minister for Housing has been appointed not to construct his own house, but to construct houses for the people living in this country. That's what Premadasa did.
A group of senior representatives of the United National Party, including opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe, visited the Dambulla Economic Centre today.
The group, including the opposition leader, inquired into the problems faced by the farmers during the visit. We were informed that a box of tomatoes is sold for 100 rupees and the cost incurred is 70 rupees. Therefore, the profit from 18 kilos of tomatoes is just 30 rupees. That means the profit is less than 2 rupees per kilo. But a kilo of tomatoes is being sold at 75 to 80 rupees in Colombo. Is there a market system where the farmer can survive? This is why we need a national policy.
One person was killed and 2 others sustained injuries when a stack of ceramic tiles collapsed on 3 individuals in Gaul. According to our correspondent in the area, 3 labourers had been unloading ceramic tiles from a container when tragedy struck. Our correspondent stated that the victims were stuck underneath the stack of tiles until members of the fire and rescue team of the Gaul Municipal Council pulled them out. One individual succumbed to his injuries at the location, while the other 2 were admitted to the Karapitia Teaching Hospital for treatment. The deceased has been identified as a father of 2 and a resident of the Unumatuna area. His remains are currently lying at the Karapitia Hospital. Ramesh Irgalbandar joins us in the studios with the very latest from the world of sports. Ramesh, it's over to you.
Thank you, Arundhati. Starting things off with some cricket news, manager of the Sri Lankan cricket team, Charit Senanayake, stated that measures have been taken to send injured all-rounder Thisara Perera back to Sri Lanka. However, he added that Furviz Maharouf and Angelo Matthews, who were also injured, might be fit enough to play in tomorrow's game against Australia.
The first of the best-of-3 finals between Sri Lanka and host Australia will be played in Brisbane tomorrow. Thisara Perera and Angelo Matthews sustained injuries in yesterday's game played against the hosts. Thisara will not feature in the remaining games. Angelo's situation is not that bad. We will decide whether he is fit to play tomorrow. Even if he plays, there are chances where he might not bowl and play only as a batsman. Furviz Maharouf is in good shape, but we will test his fitness tomorrow and mostly he might feature in tomorrow's game. Meanwhile, Chamara Kapugedera, who was named as a cover for the injured players, left the island last night.
Match. St. Peter's College Bambalapitiya beat St. Joseph's College Colombo by 6 wickets in their 78th Battle of the Saints.
The second and final day of the match was played at the Pisara Oval today. Earlier, batting first, St. Joseph's College were bowled out for 141 runs in their first innings. In reply, St. Peter's College were bowled out for 192 runs in their first innings. Batting in their second innings today, St. Joseph's College were bowled out again for 165 runs. In reply, St. Peter's College reached their target of 115, losing just 4 wickets.
Meanwhile, the 83rd Battle of the Maroons between Ananda College and Nalanda College commenced at the SSC grounds today.
Being invited to bat first, Nalanda College declared their first innings on 246 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. Lahiru Jayakodi scored 96 runs and Ishan Rangana contributed 40 runs for Nalanda, while Pasindu Madushan and Denuka Ashan bagged 3 wickets each for Ananda College. In reply, Ananda College posted 72 runs for the loss of 2 wickets at stumps and Danuka Madushan was unbeaten on 37 for Ananda. The match resumes tomorrow.
Well, that's it from Sports First for tonight. Arundhati, it's back to you.
Thank you, Ramesh. Well, that's a wrap from the News First team for tonight. You can log on to www.newsfirst.lk for the very latest on the web. I'm Arundhati Mudanayaka. It was indeed a pleasure having you with us. Good night.